What is up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mug. Welcome to my live showcase of the Phoenix from Kingdom Death. This is the last video I'm going to make of the Phoenix that I worked on. I'm going to show you how I finished him off, as well as some of the products that I used to finish his base. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the project as a whole, and then we're going to wrap it up. He's going off to the client tonight, and I'm really, really pleased that I was able to get him all painted up in time. Like, he's still got a little bit of some wet paint on him that's still drying in the light as I filmed this. So I went back over his skin. It looked a little too healthy for me, so I went back over with some Jukai Violet, and I made his beak a little bit brighter. I had originally thought I was going to go into an orange and make it look very vibrant and bright, and I think that came out really, really well for him. So he's I also highlighted the spit coming out of his mouth there, and I did that with some Fenrisian gray. And then, yeah, I painted, I just cleaned up and fixed a little bit of his mouth on the inside, so you can really, time I thought the talons were a little too bright with all the highlights that I did on them, so I gave them a nice sepia wash, made them look really unhealthy, witch-like, and just really, really gross. So for the base, I thought, you might have remembered in my last video, I was going to go with the gray trunk. So I did a lot of snooping around online, looking at pictures of nature and forests. I didn't want to go with brown because he's got so much brown on him already. So what I decided to do was paint him in various shades of gray. But even then, I used Tyrant Skull, which is almost a bone-colored highlight, to do the dry brush at the end, which is okay because a little bit of beige is fine because most of it is brown. Gray. You'll notice I put a lot of clump foliage and a lot of different pieces of eye-catching foliage there to draw the eye. I think when I was working on it, one of the concepts I had was that he's kind of living in this nightmare blackness world, this dark world, and but then the nightmare kind of pulls him out with this piece of scenery from wherever he's from. So that's where all the color and vibrancy comes from. So he might be from a fantastical forest, and he's in this nightmare world now where he's surrounded by blackness. If you ever saw that Scarlett Johansson movie, In Her Skin, there are a lot of scenes where she's kind of walking around a black room with lots of weirdness around it, and that's kind of what I imagine, just a very nightmarish. Lots of nakedness, the lady boss says. Ooh, ooh la la. So let's take you through some of the products I use if you want to achieve these kinds of effects. I used, this was winter lichen. That was some summer flocking. Those were autumn leaves. I wanted to go with brown so they would stick out against the green. And then I used summer clump foliage there. Oops, I'm sorry, in the trunk. So here are the different products. And sorry, let me see if I can zoom out. Here's the winter lichen. You get it in this big tub. The summer or hobby round meadow blend flock for the lighter stuff, and then the clump foliage for the thick green clumps. And this is from Gale Force 9. I don't think, maybe this was Gale Force 9 too. I don't remember. I'm almost done with it. I'm almost out, and I really like it because this product has some different colors, reds and yellows, and different stuff. So, oh, what's up, Yonovic? SpaghettiOs. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I'm really pleased with my work with him. I think his weird, creepy face is the most Kingdom Death part of this model, and he just looks so creepy and gross. I painted the teeth in white to kind of make them pop out against the beak. And yeah, I think that final purple glaze on the body makes it really look sick and gross. Thank you. The Yonovic says he loves the skin tone, and I agree. It's really, really great. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. We have to get out to the client, but I wanted to film this live video, see who was out there in the interwebs. So thank you, the Yonovic, for joining me, and we will wrap this up. I'm gonna send him off with the rest of the, hey, William! With the rest, what's up? With the rest of the monsters I've been working on for Kingdom Death. And hey, Steve! Sorry, man, everybody's coming on now that I'm wrapping up the video. I did another video, a live cast of kind of my skin tones and the colors that I used. The only change was that I watered down some Jukai Violet, and I went back in and I really got sickly with the skin tones for the hands and the feet, and especially these areas with all the weird looking growths, pop pimple looking things. All right, I'm not really a fan of dry brushing, but I think this model has turned it around for me. Dry brushing feathers really saved me a lot of time and helped naturally pick up the lights. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Leave me a comment below if you're watching this after the fact. Let me know what you think of the Vulture on his finished forest base, stepping out of the nightmare world of Kingdom Death to wreak havoc on some poor players. And just for a little size comparison, let's put him next to a Howling Banshee really quick so we can see. It's an ugly, dirty bird. Yes, it is. There's a Howling Banshee, and that's how big that is next to the Phoenix. So it's pretty substantive. And I love it. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had a fun time watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Latest, players!